the other opposite side of the desk, like on your brother's side, then it would look a lot better. So whatever you're doing upstairs in one of the bedrooms, make sure you set your desk facing the window.
It will be.
Because it'll look so good.
I'm setting up a round thing, and right in the middle of it is going to be the window facing right at me. So I should get plenty of light that way.
Yeah, that's great, dude.
All right, I'm going to turn this light just because I'm worried it's going to burn something. It's an industrial light, so it's really hot.
It really doesn't do much, but oh well.
What do you mean? Yeah, it does.
Well, from my end, it didn't really change much. It changed it a little bit, but you're still so dark. But again, I'm looking at the compressed thing.
Right, and on top of that, my camera, since I reinstalled Windows and everything, so this camera has basically brand new software on it, and the brand new software does automatic adjustments, which I don't want it to do. So I have to undo that. So give me 1 second. All right. So I'm here. You're here.
We're live.
It
says live on the top right hand corner.
Right.
I mean, people are watching us.
Right. I wonder if I can pull it up anywhere.
I don't know. We are so live right now, bro.
We're hardcore live right now.
I'm sure we can go on our phones. See how it looks like.
Live control room.
So you'd have to go to like what, YouTube?
Yeah, if you go to YouTube
and search YouTube for StudioCast,
yeah, it should come up hopefully.
Nine videos. Oh yeah, we're live. Like I can see my ugly ass face right there.
Oh, you can really?
Yeah. Let's see.
It's Google's sending a message that says,
and I see you now. So it's switching back and forth as we're talking. There's like a 7-second delay.
How does the video quality? Because Google's saying it's kind of low.
It's pretty low, but it's so cool.
How do we fix it?
Hi. Look.
Oh,
1,
shit.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-second delay. 2, 3, 4. It sounds pretty good though. The audio is great. 7, 8.
Oh, dude, I am excited now. Okay, so all we have to do is Google is saying basically improve the video quality, which I guess we can do in different ways.
I think it's the lighting on your end. Really, it's bad.
No, it's actually the bit rate that it's getting. It's saying a number, it's too low.
Yes, but on your end, it's so dark.
Let me see. Mute that video so we don't hear it over.
Oh yeah, sorry, confusing. Hey, that's cool. No one's watching, but
the thumbnail is your face. Let's see. Oh, you're right.
You're right. What? What are you talking about?
I'm looking at the video. It is kind of dark.
Okay, how do we send this link now? I need to figure this out now.
Share the YouTube link, not the Hangout link, because
I'm not even sure how to share the YouTube link.
But that link that I sent you that you used to join, if you share that with anybody else, they can join the call.
Yes, but I want to join the YouTube thing so no one,
Right. So if you click on YouTube, right on top of the video, usually there's it looks like a reply button that's mirrored. So it's an arrow that's pointing to the right.
I see it. I want to share it. I want to share it to like Mariah if she wants to see that.
God, why is this so dark?
This is cool. But like I feel like Facebook is gonna take this over. Oh my God, you look so much better. What did you do?
I moved this light closer.
Like you don't look pixelated as much as you did earlier.
You think Facebook Live is gonna take over? But dude, okay. Anyway, what's the election thing that you're so upset about?
Aren't you upset about everything's going on right now, like Clinton, Trump. Like I obviously Trump is crazy and he's just super genius and he used the media to his advantage and he got to where he is now, and that's credits to him. But I was just this morning I saw this small video of who's the guy who makes like those controversial movies, like the bigger guy always wearing a hat, Michael Moore or something.
Michael Moore, yep.
He was saying that, you know, he's smart. He rose to this power just by being able to manipulate the dumb people.
It's true though.
It's so true. But at the same time, like, I don't trust Hillary whatsoever at all either, because I feel like she's done the same thing.
Yeah.
And
I agree
so
with that.
it's like, I'm so glad I'm not eligible to vote.
Really?
Yes. At the same time, I'm still stressed out, like I'm sure everybody in this country right now, because of what's going on. It's like, I mean, you know, if like you see at the convention all these people like cheering and all that, these are the dumb people.
Mm-hmm.
I consider the same people on Hillary's side to be just as dumb. And then there's a bunch of people in the middle left over feeling there's something wrong with you know, the media and the people of power, and we don't know what to do, and that's really stressful.
Well, I mean, yeah, most of the country is not as polarized or even as ecstatic about either candidate, and they never will be. I mean, Obama, most people were excited, but not even that excited.
Right.
But I mean, like, yeah, I'm not going to be that excited about voting for Hillary, but I'll do it because it's a party, and I agree with a lot of the party platforms. But I mean, if it was Bernie, I would be a lot more excited. I would be one of those like crazy ecstatic people.
But didn't that just like this morning or last night, there was already reports saying that it was all rigged, but I don't know who put that out. Again, I don't think that any of the news organizations are credible anymore.
I agree. Your doubt is coming from a proper place. No, they were saying it's rigged because WikiLeaks leaked a whole bunch of the DNC, so the Democratic National Committee, I guess.
Emails? Oh, the emails. That's right.
Right. And the emails were they were heavily, from what I'm gathering so far, they're heavily slanted towards we don't like Bernie.
Right. And also weren't they also like, you know, saying stuff as in, hey, if we say this, then it's gonna make him less credible and people will not vote for him. Like, okay, so that's fucked up.
I agree. Sorry, and no, it's not fucked up. I mean, it's completely against the rules of the party. So hopefully, I'm hoping that people get fired over it, right? Because like you can't. The party is not supposed to pick favorites, and it seems like early on they had picked a favorite. Like for example, they talk about what was it? Oh, they were talking about how every time Bernie gets asked about his religion or his faith, he talks about how he grew up Jewish and he has, you know,
right, because they're saying he's an atheist.
Right. So they're saying maybe push that atheist thing.
Yeah, exactly. So just so that people will not vote for him if they know there's an atheist because there's so many Christians here.
Correct. So they were saying there would be they were saying the religious folks in the South, that's what they were hinting at, would be more okay with a Jew than they would be with an atheist. So maybe we should keep pushing this whole religion thing so he can come out as an atheist, basically.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. It's all... When I hear that the system is rigged, I totally believe that. I completely 100% believe that. And that's why I'm like, it doesn't matter. Sometimes I feel like it doesn't matter who someone votes for because it's rigged.
Well, I mean, it's rigged in a way, but I mean, if I agree, it's rigged in a way for the establishment. Like this was Hillary's campaign to lose, basically. But like we showed, like the Bernie supporters showed that even if it's a rigged system, we can get insanely far. Like he got really far in this campaign.
So it's rigged, but only so much. Like I guess it's only rigged with, you know, who controls the media.
Right. And it's rigged to the point that the rigging stops at actual people going to the ballots. Because obviously there's fraud there. They have gone back and forth, especially in Republican states. They're proving more and more how there's fraud, especially voter control of not allowing black people to vote or not allowing poor people to vote or making it harder for them. But in general, no matter how you rig the media, how you rig the advertising, you can't stop people from going to the ballot as much as you want to. So that's what they proved every time. Like same as the other side. Everybody was saying Trump's not going to get anywhere, but people showed up and they voted for Trump.
Well, because Trump is a genius at media. Like, let's make that clear, right? I mean, we're just regular people, really confused and stressed out by what's going on. We're just assuming all these things. We really have no idea. We never will, because we are so low on that chain of whatever information, you know. It's like the people in that have all the money, that have the control of the media, they get all the information, they decide what people like us receive as far as info goes, and that's how they're able to manipulate our you know, what's the word I'm looking for? They're using the control over who gets to see what, and that's how they're able to influence people.
Right. Like his use of what's more or less free advertising by saying crazy shit and then getting on TV because everybody's going to cover him saying crazy shit. That's brilliant. That worked for him.
Yeah,
That absolutely worked for him. But at the same time, like you know how you're saying he won because he was genius and he controlled the media. Was he genius because he controlled the media, or was he genius because he controlled uneducated, ignorant folks?
well,
Well, actually, you know what? He's genius because he grasped controlling fear. Like using fear, as long as you're the person that has the power of using fear, you're more or less going to win any election you want.
yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm saying he must have a huge control over the media world.
Right.
And I do have a problem saying and hearing that, you know, it's like I wish it's not true, and I hope I'm wrong, and I hope everybody's wrong when they're saying, oh, he was just able to manipulate dumb people, less educated people, less informed people. I hope that's not true, man. I hope that's
true. That's like it's 100% true. Like he made jokes about it earlier in the campaign, but it's true based on like when they do polling, they know who voted, exit polls. The higher educated folks overwhelmingly did not vote for Trump.
Right, but again, I'm sure there's a lot of smart, very educated people who voted for Trump, maybe because they are cool with what's going on and they understand what's going on, and they like to stay at the higher echelon of that power.
Right. They see what's going on. They might see it as a bad thing, but it's still an opportunity for them to get more power or more money, or you know, push their agenda further. So they would go along with it.
How? What I'm seeing more and more, especially on the Democratic side of things, is that I feel like people are becoming more and more aware that because of the reason that they're not able to really get out of the bottom of that middle class, even the poor class, is because there's selfish asshole billionaires on top who don't want to share their wealth. Because of their argument, like, oh, I work hard and all that. Yeah, there's plenty of poor people who work hard, they can't get out of their misery. So I'm seeing that more and more, which is good. But at the same time, how are the poor people voting for the right wing Trump? How are those people not realizing that they're poor and working hard to no ends because there's billionaires up there that don't want to share their wealth?
Well, they're not really, in their minds, they're not working hard to no ends. They're working hard towards the American dream, because that's what they're being sold, is that if they work hard enough, they will get what they want.
Yeah.
But the Democratic Party, not that they don't believe in the American dream, which they shouldn't. We believe that working hard is not going to be the key to your success. Working hard is great, and it will help you get
You're saying the left party thinks that it's not the key to success.
It's not that it's not the key to success, but it's not like that's not the whole only thing that's going to make you, like, working extra number of hours does not mean success. It just doesn't. And the left party says if you work hard enough, you will get to whatever. The right party, if you work hard enough, you will get whatever you want. You will become successful and rich. Like, it's false advertising, which is not true, because plenty of poor folks are working their asses off and they're not going to even climb to the middle class, yet alone even climbing that middle class all the way up.
Yes. And is that because shit's too expensive? And also because too many taxes? Is that the reason why they're working hard and not being able to get out of what like
not taxes. I can't imagine it's taxes, because I think overwhelmingly we would be all okay with paying more in taxes as long as we get services for it. Like if we, even the portion of the taxes that we're paying now, imagine if they just recalculated that, where we spend less money on military and applied all of the rest of the money to healthcare and education, meaning the poor and middle class and even upper class, they get free healthcare and education going forward. Just imagine if you didn't have to spend any more money on that.
Yeah,
that's huge.
Yes, yeah, that is so huge. But now I'm going to go back to one of our older episodes thing. That's awesome. If these things were a lot cheaper, if not free, then a lot of these poorer people that work hard will be able to have that extra money to move up, to invest in things that will make their life better, to help them get a better job, better, comfort. At the same time, a lot of people who seem to be working hard right now, let's say hypothetically, free education, free healthcare happens. You know what a lot of these people are going to do with their money? Waste it. They're going to buy a big screen TV, which they don't fucking need.
No, I agree. But I agree with that.
So why is there's so many stupid people like that would spend their money on something that is not crucial to comfort and such things? That is bad for the economy.
No,
those kind of people are probably
not bad
voting
for the economy. That's the thing. It's bad for culture, maybe, but for the economy, the lower half of our class and our society spends more money in the economy than the top half, because the top half actually saves a lot of money.
Right, but so you're right. It's bad. It would not. I guess it would not be good for the economy if those people become super smart all of a sudden and stop buying things they don't need. But I'm okay with that.
I know, I am too, but I'm just saying our economy relies. We have a consumer heavy economy, and we need people to consume to a huge degree.
Yeah, but that needs to stop too then, because no one needs a 60-inch TV.
I agree, man.
And there's plenty of and the TV is just like the simplest example I can think of right now.
I'm gonna move you to this screen.
You know what I miss about this? Whoever's watching, I think there's 0 people watching right now, but who is going to watch later? Nima, I miss that we're not looking at each other's eyes.
I'm looking at your eyes.
Yeah, but you're not really looking at your camera that much, because right now my screen where I'm looking at you is like literally 2 inches under my camera, so it has the illusion of me looking in your. Dude. That angle looks so much better for you with the old soccer ball on the side. That's more interesting. You should stick to that. You even look better.
All right.
No homo.
Way homo, but that's okay.
All right. Yeah, dude, I really like that.
I like this whole thing. I like the setup.
This is amazing. Okay, so let's just move on, eh? Let's say I press a button with different sounds. Next topic. I want to talk about Stranger Things.
Oh, yes. So
such a good show.
Wait, hold on. You sent me a text the other night saying you saw episode 3 and such a good episode. What the hell happens in episode 3?
Episode 3 is when Will's mom buys all the Christmas lights.
Great episode. Holy shit.
And when she follows the lights and hooks up the ball of Christmas lights.
Right.
The lighting and everything, it's so emotionally well put together.
That show is perfect.
Yeah. And at the end, like when it's just so good. Just so good. Just so
Did
good.
you finish it yet or no?
No, we watched 2 episodes. We're on episode 5. We're gonna watch episode 6 probably tonight. I'm trying to take it slow. I hate binge watching. I feel like you don't get as much. I think it's good to watch 1 episode, let it impact you, have you think about it overnight and next day, and then you come back next day, watch this next episode with all your whatever the word is. Gosh,
interpretations. But I disagree. I think more or less these shows are being designed to watch as
a big ass, long ass 8-hour movie.
Right.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm sure it's good for some people. I just don't like that. I literally last night I watched 2 episodes in a row.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I had a headache from watching too much screen for 2 hours, because I think I'm just getting old and my eyes don't like that anymore. Second of all, I just felt like my thoughts were mushy and opaque.
Okay.
So when I watch just 1 episode, when I leave the room, I feel fresh. I'm like, oh, this was awesome. Excited. You know what? I'm going to go do something else right now. And then I just introspect and think about it. Oh, why does this happen? Or why did they do it that way? And then I come back next time and I'm fresh and I'm like super excited watching it. If I had watched the 3rd episode last night, I would have not really been able to follow it that much because my mind was like already like ready to go to sleep.
See, I feel like that's part of your mindset, that you're always doing something, that you're always like, you always have something to do or something going on. So like, if you spent, let's say if you had a day where you didn't have anything to do and you didn't add anything to your to-do list,
Right.
like that's what me and my girlfriend, like we had a day where we didn't have anything to do, and all of a sudden we watched 7 hours of Stranger Things. Like, so that was fine.
Yeah,
And we were
that's
talking about it
fine.
as it was going on. But
Maybe I need days like this where I do nothing but sit on the couch. Also, I
right.
want to get a more comfortable couch because I think my couch hurts my back.
Dude, your couch is nice. It's pretty big.
No, it's big. It looks nice, but as far as ergonomics, it's poorly designed. But anyways, so I love that show. I think it's great. I love the actors, the casts, the kids, the sheriff.
Right.
You know where the sheriff was, right?
Newsroom.
Yeah.
Right.
He's such a good actor.
Dude, every person that was cast for that show is perfect. And it's such a huge amount of nostalgia for us our age, because I imagine growing up in France, Iran, and here were more or less the same thing.
I agree. I totally like connected to some of the kids' things, like taking their bikes and going somewhere.
Right.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, there's a piece of hair just flying around right here.
Fascinating.
Star Trek. Are we gonna see Star Trek?
I already heard it was a massive piece of poop.
I've heard it's great. All the reviews are great.
Oh, I only read one review, so that's my fault. Okay, that's cool. I'm down to go see it. Dude, I wish we could just like record this live as we're watching a movie that just comes out.
I know.
So maybe
soon enough. I think the bigger movie theaters, movie businesses, want to have the ability where, you know how you and I go to the movies and we spend like $20 and we see a movie with two people, basically for two.
Yeah.
They said, how about if we charge you $60 or $50 or $40 and you watch it at home? I would absolutely pay that. So in that case, we could totally do this.
That would be interesting, but that's a little expensive. So you're saying the potential next trend for the movie industry, as in the movie just coming out now in the movie theater, would be, I guess, would it be the movie theaters who do that, who are able to like have some kind of live stream to your house?
I think it's the movie distributors and the movie studios. So like Warner Brothers, Paramount, those kind of things, Sony, they're the ones that want to do this.
You know, this just means that within the next 20 years, there's not going to be much movie theaters anymore.
Yeah, there are, because like Christopher Nolan and Spielberg are against. I think they're against this movement because they want movie theaters and everything to stick.
Yeah, it's yeah, I totally understand that. But now with people are able to build pretty cheap, tight rooms where Dolby surround sound, awesome screen. It's like, but you're not sitting with 100 other people in the room. It's just you and your friends and family watching a movie in your pretty, it's not super cheap. I'm just saying no one needs a movie theater in their house, back to what I was saying earlier. But if that's the new way, then it's just going to happen. Actually, it's what's driving the economy, those kind of changes where, you know what, you can create a home theater at your house for not that much money. You should buy that. People that don't really have the money are going to put it on credit cards, and there you go.
Yeah, they pay interest. But on top of that, like the cost of setting up a pretty decent home entertainment system, it's not that much. Like you can get a nice TV on sale. Like that's the nice thing about technology. As older it gets, the cheaper it becomes. So you can still get really good LED TVs that are massive, that are good. And then you add LED lights around it that are controlled by computers so they can project more lights around your room. All sorts of shit.
I've always liked that. I want to get how does this work? Can I get an LED rope that I attach behind my TV so that it projects lights on the wall behind my TV? Where does that hook up? An HDMI cable that analyzes what's going on the screen and puts the right colors on my wall?
You would need to set up, unless you want to buy that setup, there's going to be a lot of coding and things that you have to do, like getting Raspberry Pis and things like that. There's TVs that you can buy, or
they already have that.
They already have that. You can do that.
I'm probably going to get that with the money I don't really have.
I know. I was actually
just so cool.
I was watching a video of somebody that had that set up, and it looks insane.
I know. Yeah.
They were showing Avatar in a dark room with that light set up on a nice TV. I was like, oh,
yeah, that's pretty cool. I think I saw that in a hospital like 6 years ago. or
In the
4 years ago.
hospital.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just saw. I'm like, are the lights behind that TV going in the same colors as what's on the screen right now? I'm like, this is awesome. Why would the
What were you in the
hospital
hospital?
need that? For my grandpa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, see, that's like right now. I just want to go buy a TV that has that. Why? Because it sounds awesome. Do I have the money? Yes. Should I spend it on TV? No. I should probably buy a new computer because mine's getting slow and I need it for work.
Yes.
You know, like I wish people would think of these things.
Yeah, but like when you were saying it at first, you kind of made it sound like you're against spending money on things. You should always spend money on things as long as they make your life better. If a TV is making your life better, go for it.
Yes, if buying a TV makes your life better, and let's say you have like a small family, and that's the only way you can kind of escape stressful life, that's fine. But if it's kind of sad that you might not even have enough room to spare in your mind to think of clever ways to spend that money to take your family a step higher.
Right. Well, there's like for people like us on Reddit or on any other site, there's like tips about how to spend money, and a lot of times they say if you want to buy something, a lot of people set up systems where before they, let's say if they decide like this tablet, I'm gonna buy an iPad. Before I buy it, I'm gonna spend, if it's $500, I'm gonna spend 5 weeks, $100 per week, making sure this is something I want. So I'm gonna buy this in 5 weeks as opposed to just going to Best Buy and buying it now.
Yeah,
And
but then
that 5 weeks trying to decide if this is something you really want.
but if it's not, what happens to your money? You get it back?
No, if it's not, no, I'm not saying like you take it. Like say if I decide, hypothetically, I don't know, if I want a new laptop and it costs $1,100, then I need to spend 11 weeks considering if that's something I want. Just because I have $1,100 now doesn't mean I should go now and go pick it up. Spend time deciding if that's something you want, just so you can move away from the impulse purchase.
Spend time deciding if it's something you want without having it.
Without having it. So do research on it, ask around, or simply
exactly.
sit around
But it's all about the research. Yeah, I know, but like not a lot of people are able to do research.
No, not that they're not able to do research. A bigger problem is impulse. We have great systems that are already Amazon Prime delivers within 1 hour. If you want something, you can literally get it in half an hour, an hour. No. Dude, I was in Chicago and this is amazing. It worked out for me perfectly. We were sitting in an office that was really, really hot. On day 2, I was like, nope, this is not having it. So I ordered Amazon Prime a fan and I paid for 1 hour delivery. I had the fan within 1 hour, not after 1 hour, within the hour. It was amazing.
That's crazy.
So
that's cool, man.
Impulse shopping sometimes works out really well.
Yeah. Again, if you know that you need that, like let's say you didn't have the fan,
right?
It would have made your day not as enjoyable, right?
Right.
Because of your comfort.
Right.
Yeah. But do you think then there's physical comfort and then emotional comfort, which I guess are tied?
Mm-hmm.
Buying a new TV makes you feel great. Sitting in front of it, watching your favorite movie makes you feel great. That's emotional comfort. That is not physical comfort. What's more important? When you don't have enough money, like what's more important?
Right. Well, when you don't have enough money, it's physical comfort. I think you need to make sure you're physically more okay to be able to continue to get to a place where you can be emotionally happy.
Yeah, I guess so. It's weird. I'm not. Oh, there you go. I'm trying to find our thing on YouTube right now.
Mm-hmm. It's there. It's still saying it's live.
Dude, YouTube is awesome. I kind of want to start. Every time I go on YouTube, it's like there's really interesting thing. Like as in they talk with Google to see what I like searching for, and then they just pull it up right off the bat. And every single video, I'm like, wow, this looks amazing. Should I waste my next 10 minutes of my life watching something that I might hate?
Dude, I can tell you, watching the YouTube trends and YouTube recommended videos is a part of my daily routine. I go to work, I work my ass off, I come home. The first thing I do is clear out my YouTube recommended and trending. You think
it's important to do that?
Well, I use that a lot of times to get caught up on things that are going on.
Yeah, so it is important because it helps you make educated decisions.
Sure,
I guess
it helps me be better, but also it's part of my relaxing thing. I can never go through all my subscriptions because that's like years of videos I haven't seen. But the trending things, so what everybody else on the planet is watching, I want to see what they're watching.
Dude, I think it's so cool that I'm looking at our feed, which is like, 10 seconds delayed. Delayed.
Uh-huh.
It just so cool that it switches back and forth.
Yeah. Dude, this technology is insane. Like, and it, not even the fact that it's really cool that we can do all these things, how easy it is that we can do it means we might want to switch to doing this in the future. Like, even if we want to do it in person.
I'm already convinced we should never even get together at the studio and just record and set up the microphones and let's just do this.
100%. Let's just do this.
Sitting on my office. I'm at office. You're sitting in your office. The only thing that's lacking is the eye to eye in the same.
But every once in a while, we can meet up at each other's house and just do it live on air while we're there in person
with our laptops.
Yeah,
I like that.
Or even one video where it does of all of us. The stuff is doable, and on top of that, we're gonna have analytics. Once we get to the point of having enough viewers for the live views and the not live views, the analytics of it are absolutely free. And on top of that, we get paid for this. If there's advertising, if anybody watches this, we get like a penny or something.
Well, it's probably a fraction of a tenth of a penny.
Right, but it adds up.
Okay, so right now we have 0 watchers. How do we start getting like people to watch us?
We need to have interesting topics probably at good times. So like gaming, like that's the thing. Gaming will probably always have decent views.
So we can do this with all 3 or 4 of us, right?
Absolutely
for closed beta.
Yeah, I texted Joe before we got on. I was like, hey, if this works, we should do this for closed beta.
But since we all since the more people in the conversation, the more people are going to talk over each other. How is this going to work with a video going back and forth?
Oh, you just get used to it. You and I are already doing better than we were doing in person when we're doing the hangouts in person. I mean, when we're doing a podcast in person. You'll get used to it and you'll stop interrupting each other less and less. And then if not, then we can set up somebody who controls that.
Yeah, I want to find a way. I would love to hear myself in the headphones right now. I hear you really well, but I want to hear myself.
Like, do you want to hear yourself because that's easier for you to continue talking? Or are you worried about audio quality? Because you sound great.
No, thank you. I always sound great. No, I just want to hear it. So I think it's going to make my experience better.
Yeah.
So there's got to be a way. I mean,
I can listen to myself talk on Windows, but the problem is if I turn that on, there's a delay. There's like a millisecond of delay, which will make my brain just take a shit.
That's interesting that you get delay.
Dude, okay. Have you ever heard me speaking with a delay on?
You've told me before that it just makes you really dizzy.
I can't even begin to tell you. Like I stopped being able to operate as a human being. It's crazy.
That's really weird.
My watch looks really good in this video.
Dude, we have no one watching us.
Dude, so it's 10 a.m. on a Saturday.
They also stay on. And so they become like a regular video that people can go watch later anyway. So.
Oh yeah, this will just get added to our video library.
So we need pertinent topics. Like we talked about politics today.
Mm-hmm. Probably we need to decide what time we should broadcast these. A time where people are on looking for things to watch. Topics that are nice and current events. Probably nice designs for our thumbnails for each episode, I guess, maybe.
So at the bottom there where you're seeing like the head?
Yeah.
This thing right here?
Yeah, my name and
let's take those out and put our regular like I like the picture of me jumping, for example.
You want to put that there? Okay.
Let's put our own personal, what we like personally on there.
That's fine.
And maybe on the how does it work on YouTube? Like do you see like right now for this one, you see me for some reason as the thumbnail?
Right.
Is there a way to put something? I don't know.
No, once a video is done, I always have the ability to go back into it and update the thumbnail.
That's cool. Right, but it should be a picture of one of us then, a part, not right. Something else, because so that people are like, oh, is this like this guy? That's cool. That's why we need to make our backgrounds interesting.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I like the wood piece that you have behind you. I'm looking at that at the thumbnails right now. What's happening is Google's updating these live every few seconds, I imagine.
Yeah, the thumbnails.
Yeah, because it was you looking directly at the camera, and now it's you looking directly.
So it doesn't stick to one then. Why haven't I seen your face then on it yet?
Probably because you talk more. You selfish bastard.
Right now I'm
seeing
the thumbnail. It's me looking down.
Yeah. So one of the things we should probably do, and we've been talking about this for a while, is changing the name from SteadioCast to something else. But I came up with it because you know how I've been talking about I want to do educational videos and things, like informative videos. I finally came up with a name for it and a design and everything.
For what?
For doing educational videos, and not educational, informative videos.
Informative videos, yeah.
Right. So I finally came up after weeks and weeks and weeks. I finally came up with a name and a design for it. So I immediately went in and registered that name with YouTube to make sure. It's not even that.
What is it?
I don't want to jinx it. So I'll tell you either offline or I'll show you next time. I'll show you so you can look at the logo and everything. And hopefully I'm just going to start doing easy and quick stuff so I can get out of the way and get practice.
So you're probably seeing one view right now, like one person watching. That's probably just me.
Yeah, it says one viewer at the bottom of the page right now.
Woo.
But there was times where I know you weren't watching, that we would get viewers and it would leave, and we would get viewers and it would leave.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So if we find interesting topics and start maybe get more energized ourselves and have interesting discussions, people will stick around.
So yeah, for sure. So as it's going right now, you're able to, on your end, since you're moderator, you're able to see live who's logging in or not to watch us.
Well, I could go to the YouTube live page of, this page's live control room, it's called. So we'll tell you how long it's been going on for, the peak number of people that have been watching, the comments and things like that. That's just for this discussion. If we were able to get away, stop doing that, whatever you're doing. If we're able to get away from using Hangout as the backend technology and just use something ourselves, then I would get a lot more data.
Well, I don't understand. How?
Because we're live streaming with Hangouts, the analytics of it, it's a little bit different than encoding the video yourself. If you encode and basically if you handle everything that Hangouts is doing yourself,
and just give Hangouts the video and the audio feed. If you just give that to Hangouts and they don't have to do any of the coding and encrypting, then it has room in its brain to show you the analytics live.
Probably. It's not even room in its brain. It's probably because of the fact that they added Hangouts to YouTube. So like Hangouts might have limited ability to do things, but YouTube doesn't have limited ability. So if you handle the video encoding and everything yourself and simply give that to YouTube and say, hey, broadcast this live as it's going, then you start seeing crazy analytics live.
And if we are able to have a system that we can do this before Hangouts, then we can even let's say we're talking about a topic and we can with a press of a button have half of the screen, kind of like Colbert does.
Dude, absolutely.
That's awesome.
I can do that with OBS. It's called Open Broadcasting System. It's free. It's great. It's probably the best thing about it is this is one of those rare situations where the free software is absolutely the best software out there to do. So that's what I use to broadcast when we stream video games. That's what we use. So as long as I set that up, my main problem with that is I can easily do it for myself and do those half of the screen showing that information, half of the screen showing video, myself in the corner, all those things I can do. But how I add a second or third person to it, you and I need to test that out.
Okay. Well, for the future, I guess. Right now, I'm just excited about this. Right now, what we need to worry about is let's just go offline. People don't give a shit about this, right?
You want to go offline? Let's go offline.